Yes, Vikas.
Yeah. So next, in first webinar, we discussed about the empathy map. Empathy map is a method for understanding audience, users, customer, so that we can empathetically connect with the user. I have shared the YouTube link and the artifacts with the group. And next, we covered about the user persona. So persona is a semi-fictional character based upon the current or ideal customer. So I have shared some template as
तो
well on
आपके
the
पेन में
blogs
से निकलती है ऐसा क्यों अलग
sharpview.com.
इसका मतलब आपके हैंडलिंग में कोई प्रॉब्लम हो चुकी है क्या कुछ हो सकता है
I think it's someone speaking.
Yeah, okay. Now I think fine. So what is the expected outcome? The outcome should be understanding of what are the touch point with the customer interactions and how to create the customer journey map. Let's get into the action. Let's discuss why this research is required, like empathy map, customer journey map, user persona. These are part of the research. In 2011, there was a research paper in HBR from Zon and Zuli Hall about the why the product fails. Basically, we are ignoring the customer and market research, and most of the time, products are being developed based upon the gut feeling, upon the individual or the team strength. If I'm seeing I have a team who can deliver this, or I have a person who have experience and knowledge for that particular segment, let's create a product and it will thrive. But it's a wrong approach. It's a beginning for the failure. And another point we have seen in recent future, if we have any technological sound idea, without market research, the product is starting. So again, that's the wrong approach. Technical innovation is good, that is must. We should not ignore the market research and the consumer research. There are two parts of research: customer research and market research. So within this webinar series, we are focusing on the customer research. Like we discussed empathy map, user persona, and the customer journey map. And in market research, we'll cover it later about the target segmentation, competitor analysis, SWOT, COS, and hypothesis analysis. So we'll cover in later stage of webinar, and we'll decide when we'll start that analysis. Now, so anyone, and if anyone have any question, just stop me at that time or just write on the chat window so we can address that question on the fly. So it should be the interactive one. So feel free to ask question anytime in between. Now, the customer journey map, it's the concept started in 1998 by the Oxford Strategic Management, Oxford SM, and it's about learning more about the customer. It's about customer buyers persona. We understand about the time frame, what are the channels we are interacting with the customer, and what is the first action. Most of the time it's a problem acknowledgement, and what is the last action. So that's the customer journey map start from the problem acknowledgement. And customer journey map communicate to the brand the journey along with the emotional quotient. We understand how the customer is feeling, what are the frustrations. So overall, the purpose of the customer journey map to identify the frustration and pain point and recommend the solution. So we'll see in detail. Customer journey map brings customer needs and emotions to the light by guiding stakeholders. So series of interactions. So touch point or series of interaction is important part here. Now let's see. What are these steps? We need to prepare for these. These are the 8 steps basically. And these are not limited to only 8 steps, that can vary from product to product or the consumer to consumer. First, define a problem to solve. We should know what is the problem, what is the persona of that customer or consumer or user, what are the phase, what is the current phase of the consumer. Like it's a new product, new journey where customer or user is starting his journey. I'm just proposing, or the product is already there and we need to enhance some interactions with the customer. So first we understand where are we with respect to the journey. Next point, identify channels easy to complex. Like there can be various channels to communicate one thing to the consumer. That may be the online channel, that may be the advertisement, that may be a different kind of channels. What is the channel which we are talking about? So start with easy and to complex. So let's first pick the easy channel and after that the complex in the user journey. Next is define the touch point, identify pain points, determine point of friction. So this is an important point. Once we will create this journey map, we will identify what are the point of the friction or what are the pain point for the customer and what are the resolution. As I mentioned, these are the 8 steps, and every step some research will be required. Now let's see in action how to create a journey map. So I'll give a broadly view of the customer journey map, and in the subsequent slide we will see how are we implementing it with some examples. So first we have to define the activity. What are the activity? Just let me give you an example of a customer. Suppose Big Bazaar is doing a research of the customer behavior. Activity may start from where I'm entering into the store, I'm parking my car, and after that, from my car to the particular entrance of the store, and the entire journey should be there. What are the steps a customer is facing till the billing and the exit? For each and every step, what are the touch points? What are the entry point, entry checkup point? What are the billing points? So touch points should be defined as the second step. And third point is emotion. We should take care of what kind of emotion customer have with respect to every step and every touch point. So that can be a good, better, best, or customer is not delighted, customer is not happy. For some step, customer may be happy. Because most of the time we listen that customers are not happy with the particular brand. It is possible that customer are happy for the 60% of journey of their engagement with the brand, but not for the 40%. So here it will help us to identify those touch points where we need to improve. All these, so first part was activity, and these two part are the related to customer experience. This is the actual scenario which is running now. Next, we need to discuss about the ideas of improvement based upon the emotions, based upon the touch point, how the customer feeling, what improvement can be done. So we should identify the area of improvement, and after that, what are the opportunities? Every idea of improvement may not be the opportunity for my product, or my either it's an application or either it's an experience, but what are the opportunity or immediate opportunity which I can get? So these two comes in the section of recommendation. So there are three major steps. One is activity. Second is customer experience. It covers the touch point and emotions. And third is recommendations. Recommendations cover ideas of improvement and opportunity. Here are some examples which I have taken from.
Because I have a question before we move on, Vineet here.
Yeah, Navneet.
Uh, to go back to the previous slide.
Yes, please.
So yes, so this is a great method, right? To gain more insights about the customers and their journey. My
Right.
question is like this particular method is used to identify the pain areas in the existing product, or if we are looking to launch a new product, a completely new product or new value proposition, it is useful there also.
So there are two ways. If the product is already launched, I know what are the steps and what are the touch point and what are the emotions with respect to my product. So
Mhm.
if the product is existing, the existing product research can be done. If
Okay.
the product is new, the offering is new, in that case, we can analyze with respect to the customer and with the difference of our products. So it will be helpful in both the cases. If the product is existing product, my brand is already in the market, then I can improve that, enhance that. If it's a new product journey, in that case, I can identify what is the frustration point for my customer, and I can kill that point, or I can market that point very well, so that customer will be attracted to my product.
Got
In
it.
both cases, customer will be attracted, and my offering will be I'm pointing on the right thing in that case.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Vikas. Let's move on.
Thanks. Okay. So next, as I mentioned that we'll discuss some examples here. So this is the example of customer journey map for tour assistants. Like, these are the, if I want to book a tour, what will be the action item? First, I'll explore the itineraries. After that, once I'll finalize the itinerary, I'll book a tour. Some pre-tour help will require. During the tour, I'll need some help, and post-tour. So these are the steps which I need to cover during my planning for a journey or to the journey. What are the touch point? Touch point may be tour details, preset support channel, tour booking page, that may be the online page. So these are the touch point, 3 different touch points. And the touch point, tour booking page, company apps, mobile app I can use to book the tour. Ticket details page, tour detail page, because before starting my journey, I want to see what are the tickets. During the tour, I need some guidance. Post tour, I may be looking for some photo album or something about the tour, so that I can be having my so I can have basically the memories with me. And at present, what is the thinking and feeling of the customer? Like sophisticated tour searching, brochure not printable, lack real-time support channel, no way to compare tours. So these are the basic pain points. Book a tour, complicated booking process, unable to book via smart devices, is not able to book a tour by the devices. But a pre-tour, no direct way to printing tickets, lack recommendations that adds the preparation, lack traveling information, tour guide unhappy due to being pursued to buy expensive souvenir, unable to communicate with local people. So these are the during the tour people are facing the challenges. And what are they supposed to? Delighted when receiving the album. So there are different areas you are saying where the customer is not delighted, and in different areas customer is delighted. Like the post tour. So post tour experience is good. Now, as this the customer experience is second part for the recommendation. What are the recommendation? We can drive after the research how we can solve these pain points. These pain support advanced searching, support printer friendly brochure so that he or she can go and discuss with the family, support more sharing option for tour details pages, support WhatsApp, allow comparison of tours. So these are the things, these are the recommendation which can be helpful for particular this touch point or particular this step. So we can cover the explore itinerary by solving these things. Similarly, for book a tour, like the problem was complicated booking process, so simplifying the process flow. So similarly, the problem can be solved at each and every level. Identification can be done. What are my strength and what are my weakness? I should focus. If book a tour is my, I can determine my strength is book a tour or during tour experience. Whenever I'm expanding my services, I can get help from this customer journey map as well, where I should focus. Another example, so it's a customer journey map for mortgage loan. Like, what are the steps? First, decide, learn, choose, apply, purchase, and complete. Here we are seeing there are segment, there are thinking and feeling. What are the feeling of the particular customer with respect to each and every touch point? So decide, learn, choose, apply, purchase are the steps. Touch point are decide to buy a home, learn about mortgage, calculate the budget, clarify goals. So at every step, organization or bank can define what facilities they can provide to solve the customer's need. So before we move to benefit, is there any question so far on this point? So now, what are the benefits? Although we have discussed a lot of benefit during the last slides, one is it helps to drive the better results. How prospects and customer and use the various channel and touch point, we can understand the touch points. How the organization is perceived and how the organization would like its customer to prospect experience to be. And it will be helpful to design an optimal experience, and we can achieve the competitive advantage as well. Like we understand in this step, in this example, in the thinking and feeling, we are seeing what is the pain point for the customer, and if we can compare this with the other organization's journey map, we can figure out what can be done and what are the areas to get that competitive advantage. There are some common mistakes which we are doing, and most of the time in empathy map, user persona, customer journey map, common mistakes are stuck in inside out perspective. Like I'm sound in the particular sector, particular segment, so I'm just putting that fragment in the customer journey map. No, the customer journey map should not be biased with my current offering or current strength. It should be transparent, and it should be with the understanding of the customer. And taking too narrow view of the customer journey is also a common mistake, because most of the time we discuss like in an application, user come to an application and just did some work and exit. No, there should be, we should understand what are the exact touch point, and with the touch point, what is the uh, emotional characteristic of the customer. And recommendations should be actionable. Like in this example, we can see support printer friendly browser. So this is the actionable recommendation. Or support a direct print function for the tickets. So the actionable should not be, recommendation should not be hypothetical, like we should look a way to delight the customer. That should not be the recommendation. Recommendation should be straightforward and actionable and should be trackable. So these are the common mistakes which we should avoid while creating the customer journey map. So any questions so far, anything before we move to the next slide?
No, Vikas, all good so far.
Yeah, thanks, Sunil. Okay, so just to summarize what we have covered so far, empathy map. Within the empathy map, we develop the understanding of stakeholders, identify gaps in understanding, and there are certain templates as well, online templates as well, which I have shared with this group. Whosoever is not having can go to the I'll share that again. And user, after that we discussed about the user persona. So increase the understanding of the target audience, feature prioritization we discussed within the user persona, and again customer journey map. So position to drive better result and the better recommendation to solve customer pain point. So in all these three sections, we discussed how to solve the customer pain point. And with each and every step, we are enhancing that understanding. In the empathy map, it was on very surface level. In user persona, it was very user specific. And in customer journey map, we defined customer journey with touch point and with a actionable recommendation. So this is the series of the execution. So this is a short webinar. So any question, any feedback before I provide the details for the next webinar series? So for the next webinar, we'll have a vision, roadmap, hypothesis, and within the hypothesis, we will discuss about the statistical modeling as well. How to validate the hypothesis and what are the method which can be derived towards a solution by the hypothesis, survey creation. How can we do that? We will cover the market.
Yep, great, Vikas. Just
So
one question I have, Vineet here, with respect to the last slide prior to this one. So these all three is as we understood from the webinar series, right? And I was there in all those series. These are great tools to discover insights about customer, what they do, how they feel, what are their pains, gains, right? So is there a way like we need to use this in series, or it depends on what context we are in, and we can use any one of these tools at any given point in time?
see, Vineet, can be used any given point of time. But the problem is if I'll use customer journey map without user persona, without understanding my customer, then again the research may not be complete. In any way,
Mhm.
for to complete your customer journey map, one need to understand the user persona. So that is
Yeah.
obviously required to complete the customer journey map. Similarly, empathy map. Empathy map is an exercise. So let me give you an example. Empathy map is an exercise having within the room 2-3% or 5% are driving that what are the customer, what are the user we are looking. So it's a within the organization, within the group exercise. User persona, you open up with the wider audience. Some research will be required. People will go outside, will do some survey as well. Like we discussed about the clean language and other things
Mhm.
within the next webinar, while we were discussing about the user persona, how to create the survey, etc. So it will be helpful in that. Once that user persona is defined, that research is complete, then only you can define the customer journey map. Else, this customer journey map will not be fruitful.
Got it.
So these should be
That was helpful.
yeah. These are the steps. Without first two step, you will not be able to create the customer journey.
Sure. Thanks, Vikas.
Okay. Thanks, Vineet. Okay. So let's move forward. So I will share this slide with this group, and I have shared few resources as well for the customer journey map, and these are the helpful reading while creating the customer journey map. So I'll share this, and this is today from my side, and yeah. If there is no other question, I think we are good to close, or you can ask and share something.